Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. In this video we have a very special video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at my absolute favorite unit that's ever come to Dokkan. Well, one of them, but definitely my first unit that I absolutely loved. I remember going in super hard. I saved up stones for him forever. And yeah, it's TEQ Trunks, and he finally got his EZA, and he looks awesome. I love this guy. Listen, I recognize that people may think Samasu's better, but as a non-biased Trunks fan, very clearly Trunks is the best unit in the game. Very clearly the best unit in the game. Now, obviously all things considered, just kind of discussing Trunks in general. His EZA looks pretty good. He is a future saga lead of 170%. He raises attack in his base form. He has attack and defense for 140%. He's got superclass allies, get key +2. He launches an additional attack. There's a high chance of becoming a super. Chance of crits is 30%. And with the same turn of each attack performed, transforms when conditions are met. So pretty good stuff across the board. Nothing too crazy. That you may or may not want to be concerned with, or obviously have any issues with. So in that regard, just a very strong start to him as a unit. Now when he transforms into his Super Saiyan Trunks state, he greatly raises attack and defense, which is super duper important. Has attack and defense of 150%, gives superclass allies key, has key +1 up to 4, and gains attack and defense of 25% per turn, which is also obviously very, very important. And then he also launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. And then he launches another attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. He still has his 30% crit chance. And then he also obviously has the ability to go nuclear. And in that nuclear state, or his boost state, or his sort of hope state, he is a nuking unit. So he has an attack of 40%, defense of 20% per key sphere obtained, guaranteed critical hits, an additional 50% when performing an attack, and also gives superclass allies 3 key with 4 or more key spheres obtained. So again, a lot going on. Very, very, very good unit. I think overall, really solid stuff. Link wise, I'm not too bothered with the base form. Super Saiyan, Golden Warrior, Royal Lineage, Messenger from Future, Dismal Future, Prepare for Battle, and Fierce Battle are his big links. And he's got Hybrid Saiyans, Future Saga, Time Travelers, Vegeta's Family, Transformation Boost, Super Saiyans, Bond of Disciples, Revenge, Battle of Wits, Miraculous Awakening, Trust of Will, Battle of Fate, Bond of Parent Child, Earthbreak Fighters, Superheroes, and Power of Wishes. Now the big thing with Trunks is obviously build-wise, you want to go additional. He has crit built in, he has guaranteed crits, and additional just means you can fire off like 4 super attacks a turn, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, I think fantastic. I love him. I think he's really, really, really solid. I think he's just great overall. He stacks at a very decent pace now. So his problem before, even when he first kind of came out, was the speed at which he stacked just wasn't crazy. Stacking units are always favored in this game because of their ability to progressively get stronger over time, and he's the same. So all things considered, he's obviously exactly the same. He's very, 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 very strong, and yeah, I think the fact that he can stack at such a decent pace now is a good sign for him. I think it puts him in a very good space. Obviously beforehand, I think all things considered, you had to consider that he didn't really come up to that pace, but now he gets there quickly. I mean, turn 10, we're talking 1 million defense, we're talking 7-8 million attack stats, 4 of them. A lot of people will say, oh, there's Masu, this unit, 15 mil, this, that, this, everything. The thing is, you gotta remember, Trunks is never at any point behind the curve. Not saying as Masu is, but Trunks sits in a situation where he's incredibly rock solid, and he tends to have a very good level of functionality with pretty much every unit that you want him to have good functionality with. And for me, I just find it that Trunks just works great. Every single transformation of him is solid. Every single performance of him is solid. He has really just a good, fully baked in kit. There are moments where he can just absolutely go off 4, 7, 8 million attack stats that all crits and just get really out of hand. And I think that's important. I think it's something that you have to, I don't want to say like consider, like as in there's nothing else that's really important, but I just think the speed at which you can get up to that top level mark is so impressive. It's much like basically an improved stat wise tech Mystic Gohan, just he doesn't have the guard, and that's obviously a big mechanic. But I think the speed at which he gains defense eliminates a lot of my original concerns that I had about his changes. I just think all that stacking ability, all that, just really awesome ability to just build and build and build, it's just so good. It's just so good. I think he's really starting to look like a really, really good unit. And yeah, I think at the end of the day, he's, starting to bring it all together. Now, obviously, he also benefits from having the absolute perfect first slot partner in the form of the Int Trunks and Vegeta, and they just make a lethal pairing. You have 5 major links shared, perfect kind of positioning for them both. Trunks with that ability to really stack in the second slot, be a unit that has good versatility, be that unit that can stack, build, and be incredibly solid in the second slot, deal damage, do all these really good things. And you have the Int Vegeta and Trunks, who obviously are just a fantastic first slot unit, and now they don't have to move. Now they can just function absolutely perfectly. They've got everything they need to kind of just have that second slot unit, and we don't have any clashes between design. So for me right now, I'm just really finding that Trunks is just great. Honestly, I love this unit so much. Obviously I'm a fan. Obviously I'm a fanboy. I really obviously enjoy Trunks. I enjoy him as a unit. I clearly enjoy his functionality. I enjoy what he brings, his presence to the team. And when you like your unit and the character behind it, there's always going to be some level of bias. But I think his overall kit and the way he functions means that he's going to be usable for a while. I think also his place on the team, I think him being able to be that perfect kind of synergistic unit with the Int Vegeta and with the Int Trunks, I just think is great. And this guy, just a solid unit. Not to mention his link set is very good. It's like a very generic solid link set. I've got things like Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, and these are links that are shared with a lot of top tier Hybrid Saiyans units. Now, does link leveling matter? Not really. It gives them some offensive push, which I think does help, especially when you're comparing him to Zamasu. I think offensive push is always appreciated, and I do think it does matter. But I think overall, outside of that, there's not too much really to focus on. You don't need to focus on Ki too much. He builds up his own Ki. You don't need to focus on anything else too major, because like I said, yes, there's some offensive gains, but there's not anything that's wild. There's not like a huge, kind of desire to focus primarily on one link. There's not something that's going to break the bank. It's not like he needs a big bad bosses or something that's critical to his success as a unit. He just functions really well, and he does an excellent job. So for me, I'm very happy, very impressed with him as a unit, and I think it's great. If you're looking for a perfect second slot machine god level unit, Trunks is your man. I think he's great. Zamasu kind of takes the cake as being an excellent first slot unit, and I respect that as well. Trunks is not necessarily a first slot unit. Even with his super, yeah, even when he does get super high raw defense, he's not gonna be a first slot unit, at least not in ideally. But you have Vegeta and Trunks for that. That's literally their entire purpose. So they never had to do that for him. And to have a million defense second slot unit, yeah, that's pretty good. So for me, I'm sitting in a position of saying this Trunks, excellent unit, and I'm super happy with him. And yeah, I couldn't complain. I have to be entirely honest. I think what they've done here is fantastic, and yeah, awesome unit, great time, my favorite unit in the game by a country mile. Bye.